Hello everyone, this is Iraj and I am a student of English Linguistics. The purpose of making this presentation is because it is a part of my term project of the subject Social Linguistics, which I have studied in my master's program. So as you all can see that the topic of this presentation is linguistic borrowing. Now, first, I would like to tell you all just a little about what linguistic borrowing is. Linguistic borrowing, or we can more usually say lexical borrowing, it is the transfer of words from one language to another. It is a process by which a word from one language is adapted for use in another. And there can be many reasons for this adaptations, there can be many reasons for this borrowing. One of the reasons is that there are certain languages that do not have any substitutions for the words that they find in other languages. So, what they do is that they just adapt those words from the other language and use it in their own languages. And the word that is borrowed is called a borrowed word or a loan word. So, in my Pakistani context and living in Karachi, what I have chosen to be a part of this linguistic borrowing project was the linguistic landscape of graveyards in Karachi. So I have worked upon the linguistic landscape of graveyards in Karachi, and we will look how different words are used in Pakistani English, or if they are English words that are used in Urdu scripts. So let's move forward to the next slide. Okay, so this is one of the tombstones which I found in one of the graveyards in Karachi. And here we can see it's written Anwari Jahan Anwara Khatun. Now the word Khatun is basically a Turkish word which means a woman, and it is commonly used in Urdu, and here it is written in English script. So this is basically a borrowed word from Urdu which is written in English script. Okay, now we come to the second slide, and here we can see it's the name is written on the tombstone with a little ayat on top from Arabic, and then underneath the name we see that it is written the date of birth and the date of death. So 18 Ramzan 1437. What I mean to say is that in Urdu scripts it is very common that we find dates written in English figures. So this is also a kind of borrowing, which is although it is an Urdu script, but we see that the dates are written in English. Okay, now these are the two tombstones that I found, and this was very interesting because it's written life rewards the pious few in loving memory of our beloved Ammi, who passed away on the 1st of Ramzan while praying. Now here in the first picture we see Ammi, and in the second picture we see Abbu. So although these two words are Urdu words, but they are written in English script, and this is also a kind of lexical borrowing. In the next slide we see it is written Istikam Pakistan Consul, right? It's written consul, although it's council chairman. Now this is very interesting because council comes from Latin word councilium, which is used for a group of people. So English adapted this word council from Latin, and then there's this word chairman, which is also an English word. Now both these words are English words, right? But it is very commonly used in Urdu as well, in Urdu scripts as well. Um, I don't know, but I have never heard any word uh, that is in Urdu which means council or that means chairman in Urdu. We have always used such words that are English words, but when we are speaking Urdu, we always use English words. We just borrow words from English and we use them in our daily conversations and daily requirements, writings, and scripts. Now, this is something very understandable because living in a world where English is the most used medium in the world in technology, in education, in politics, in economics, in almost every field and in almost every country of the world. English is used as a lingua franca. It is understandable, it is widely spoken. So, it is very common that we find English words in other languages as well. And in my Pakistani context, it is very common that we find English words in Urdu as well. And it is also very common that we find Urdu words that are written in English scripts because it has become very common that Urdu words are also used in Pakistani English. Now we come to the next slide, and here I would like to point to the word Begum, which is written first, it is written in Urdu, and then underneath it's also written in English. Begum Talat Munir Fala, I think, right? Okay, so now the word Begum it also comes from a Turkish word which means higher official. And then it also comes from an Arabic word which means a lady of rank. Now, the word Begum is very commonly used in Urdu as well, although it's a Turkish word, and in other way it is also an Arabic word. But in Urdu we find it most often. So now here it is, although an Urdu word, but it is written in English script. So this is also a kind of loan borrowing, and it is used in Pakistani English, as we can see here. It is written in English, although it's an Urdu word, which had been adapted in Urdu from Turkish and Arabic. Okay, now we come to this board of one of the qabristans, one of the graveyards in Karachi, and just underneath the ayat, I would like to point out Goat Qabristan Sir Shah Suleiman Road, Block 12, Gulshan Iqbal, Karachi. Now I am going to point out to two of the words. First is road, which is an English word, and again the second is block. It's written block, but it's block, and it is also an English word. And then you see the figure 12. Even 12 is written in English. It is not written in Urdu. So road, block, 12, all these three are English words. They are used in English language, but here it is written in Urdu script. So these two words, road and block, they are borrowed from English, and they are very easily written in Urdu, and it's very fascinating that people who read Urdu, we can just quickly pick these words, although it's block, it's not black, but we know that it has been adapted from English and it's an English word which is written in Urdu. So these are the kind of loan borrowings that I noticed in some of the graveyards in Karachi, and that is it. I will end this as a presentation, and I hope that it was quite interesting, because although there were many other options that I could choose from the different types of linguistic landscapes, including the public places and the hospitals, but I wanted it to be a little different, and that's why I chose graveyards in Karachi. Although I could not really find of more material regarding the linguistic borrowing that the topic was and which the topic required, but I tried my best to give you as much material as possible. Thank you for watching. Bye.